So what's up? So this is a different type of video than normal, but these are some of the other types of videos I had been talking about. It's kind of going over older games and stuff like that and unboxing them and basically going through some history here, because it really is. But and also just even showing off some of my collection if any of you guys are interested. But yeah, that's basically what this is. So today I'm going to go over basically both of these two. Yeah, I just got these today. I got them for pretty cheap. So I'm pretty happy about that, and for the condition that they're both in is really good, other than this little thing down here. But other than that, the box is in great shape. This one, for the American versions, Japanese versions of games are much cheaper than North America, obviously because of, you know, it's Japanese writing all over it. You know, so most people, and even the games, you know, they play in Japanese. So most people don't know how to read Japanese or haven't learned it unless they know the language or they are the origin of that country. Yeah, there's a little scuff here. The box is not in bad shape though, in all honesty. It could be worse. I have worse looking boxes over here to the left. So we will go over some of those in a different video, but for this video specifically, I'm going to be unboxing and taking a look at The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past and Four Swords Adventures included. Yeah, I am a big fan of the Game Boy Advanced lineup, and even just the Game Boy lineup in general, because it is like one of my first few childhood game systems that I had for handheld, and holy crap, I've had so many memories with this thing. It is just so much fun, and to this day I still love it. We're going to go ahead and take a look at both of these. I'm going to jump in here real quick. So yeah, taking a look at the box, it's pretty nice. You do got to make sure I get some of these angles right because of the lighting that is above where you guys are actually seeing, so gotta try to make sure I avoid the glare. But yeah, nice box. It's a nice gold look to it. It's definitely a favorite of mine, and one of them that I did want for a while. I just couldn't find them at a good price. I mean, they're going up for like almost $100, $80 for like really good condition, but this one in general, like, is in pretty good condition. I got it for like almost 40. I'm like, well, hot damn. This is pretty neat. So opening it up here, got no art on the little flaps here, which is interesting. Some other games actually do have art on some of the flaps, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open it up here, and first piece of paper here. Legend of Zelda: Links to the Past. You can be a legend in your own time. That's pretty awesome. We've got some nice advertisement stuff here. We got Nintendo Power. It's great. This speaks freaking early 2000s for me. Holy crap. It's actually insane. This is another thing that kind of brought down the value, in my opinion, for this thing, and it is the booklet. Take a look at how folded this is. Ugh, I'm gonna put this under a book. But other than that, it's pretty good. It does have some marks and stuff on it. You might be able to see on the camera, it kind of looks a little dirty. But that's no problem. You can always just kind of wipe it off. Not sure what that freaking mark is, but we're not gonna worry about that. But yeah, this is the booklet. Pretty neat. It's just unfortunate that the pages are kind of all folded. But as you can see, you can do up to 4 players for the Four Swords Adventures part. There's kind of a diagram how you do it there, or you can just, you know, have SPs and you plug it into the top there. But yeah, pretty neat stuff here. Goes into some of the items and the dungeons and stuff like that, and then later on here you get to 4 swords. Figure out how to set it up, and you can also get to see all the lovely art in this, and that's why I love looking at these. Is just all the amazing art that you get to see, you know, in the games. Is I love art myself, and just being able to flip through these and just see, which I'm gonna flip through this more later, but I'm just kind of giving you guys a little glimpse at what's in here. But yeah, this is really neat. I like this a lot. But I'm definitely going to be looking through this later, and I'm definitely going to put this under a book, because the fact that I can stand up like that shouldn't even be a thing. Alright, let's take a look at what else we got here. So, in here, we have, this comes with every Game Boy game for the most part, and that is just a booklet, little pamphlet that just shows the precautions and stuff, as it says on the top there. Put that to the side. The last piece we have in here is actually the game cartridge, and I'm curious to see how this actually looks. And I'm actually going to compare it to my other one. Yes, I do have another one. This is mine right here. And it is 00E4. And this one is just 12. So, it looks pretty cool to me. Actually looks, I don't know. Yeah, this one's a little more scuffed than mine, but hey, it's not bad. Yeah, this is an authentic cartridge, and I'm going to see if it works. So, let me go ahead and grab my messed up looking GBA Advance SP. So, well, it seems to be booting perfectly fine, which is great news. And it looks like someone already had a save on here. That's pretty awesome. Alright, cool. So the game works. That's basically looking at all the box, nothing else in here. But it's pretty neat. It's cool art on the back and, you know, screenshots from in the game, which is pretty sick. And I'm pretty sure the way they used to do photos back in the day, which we'll check out later with some other ones, is they would literally just set up a camera in front of the GBA Advanced screen, or even the freaking regular Advance, which doesn't have a backlight or even a front light, whereas this does have a front light and there is a model with a backlight, but it is extremely expensive and I do not want to pay for that because I already have freaking 4 of them in my possession, for God's sake. These go for much cheaper, and that is just because of, well, Japanese games typically go a lot cheaper. So you got basically, for those who don't know what you're really looking at here, I can kind of tell you. So these two screenshots from Super Mario World. Yeah, of course you got a nice piece of art here of some of the items and Mario himself with the cape. And this is the bonus included, which came with every Super Mario Advance game, which is basically Mario Brothers. And it's honestly pretty fun. You can do 4-player. You might not be able to see it. Let's see if I can get it shown on camera. You might be able to see it, but you can do 4 players, so it's pretty sick. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, there's a bonus included with this, and I want to see it for myself. And just what I'm talking about. And the, I believe it might only be in the Japanese boxes, but they have art on the flaps here, which is really cool. It's something I do enjoy. So we're going to open this up. It's much more compact, and obviously it's in a rectangular box instead of a square box like the North American ones. Alright, so there's a piece of cardboard, and actually never mind. I was gonna say that the Legend of Zelda didn't have a cardboard, but I forgot that they put the slots in the side of the cardboard for the cartridge specifically. The only thing it didn't come with was the wrapping for the cartridge, which I'm wondering if this is new. No, it's not. I can see markings already. I know it was open, but I didn't know if it was actually tested, and yeah, indeed it was tested because you can see markings on the cartridge. You might not be able to see it. I'll have to unwrap it and get it out of there first before you guys can see it. I'm going to leave it here for now. There's nothing inside these, it's just a holder. But now for the cool stuff within here. I'm going to go ahead and put this to the side here. We're going to go over this because this is the bonus piece of material that I am excited for. But here's the booklet, and that's really interesting. Thought there was another booklet in there, but yeah. So this is the booklet. It's much different than the North Americans, obviously. So yeah, some Japanese writing as per usual. Same stuff. Always tells you how to set up 4-player if you're doing 4-player, which the 4-player is only for Super Mario Bros. Or sorry, Mario Bros. But yeah, this is a Super Mario World art. It looks pretty nice. I do like it. Again, I'll be looking through this myself later. But look at that. They even show you like how to what to do when you're on like the gates here. You can punch the Koopas off, and throw fireballs and climb up the ropes and stuff. It's pretty cool. And yeah, you even get the different small Yoshis, the baby Yoshis that turn into a normal Yoshi. I believe in each of their colors too, so it is really cool. And we got good old Mario Bros stuff here. Here's some more screenshots from in-game. So basically in versus mode, when you do dual link cable, there is the battle mode, and basically you can do it like a versus or a team thing, and basically try to play with your team or just go against each other. So, pretty cool. There's even like error messages, and you get to see all the players, which, funny enough, they show player 1 here, and then they show player 2 over here, and then player 3 here, and then 4. Like, why not just do 1, 2, 3, 4? Pretty funny. But yeah, there's even items in the Mario Bros. Game, which is pretty cool. But that's something to show off for another day. But yeah, pretty neat booklet. I am pretty happy about that. Now for the main thing I am excited about here. This is the Super Mario World map. Because the North American ones are so expensive, basically, I do not have the North American version, so I decided to go for this one because it came with the map, the box looked great, and it was so much cheaper. So I'm like, well, go for it. I don't care. I can pretty much tell you where these places all are. But never mind, I can't tell you. I'm lying. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back here. So you got basically a list of all the enemies. You got Boos. You got the Ghost Boos. I forgot what they are called, but this is all in Japanese, so I'm having to go off based on my own knowledge. But you got the Kameks, you got Bombs, you got all the Koopa Kids, and of course Bowser. A bunch of other fun enemies here. That's pretty cool. This is awesome. I would put this into a frame and put it on my wall, but no one's gonna be able to understand it, or myself, so unless I study it myself, I can be like, oh yeah, I know Japanese. But in reality, I don't. But yeah, I mean, there's this few little scuff marks. You can tell there's some use off of it. You might be able to see here. Definitely some use off of it. And of course it is authentic, which I knew anyway. There's a lot of other labels that are similar, that try to be similar, but number one, you can also check for like a shine too. If there's no shine, that's just a dead giveaway, that's fake. But the other way is that you can also tell the little indents of the numbers here. This is like the most common way, just by looking, is like, oh, you see little numbers. This is 07 and E3. Funny enough, E3. But yeah, and the other thing about Japanese games is that there is no region locking at all. So it's pretty nice. You don't have to worry about having a Japanese Game Boy Advance to be able to play Japanese games, and you don't have to worry about having a North American GBA to play North American GBA games, and even Game Boy, and it goes for all the Game Boy games and stuff like that. So yeah, looks like there was a save here. They only got 21% of the way. So yeah, that is both of these games. I hope you guys did enjoy. This is going to be something different. This may not be all the time the same thing. It's going to be probably different stuff. Yeah, I may show, you know, more Game Boy Advance stuff and may look more into one specific game at a time. But you know what? It's pretty awesome. This is just something that I really wanted to do, and there is a bug on the wrapping, for God's sake. I hope you guys did enjoy. This was something different. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you later.